Hi, I'm Skia, and today I'll be showing you some things to look out for and techniques to make you safer while riding on the highway. First, we'll cover merging onto the highway. You'll want to take a peek down onto the highway to check the speed and flow of traffic. You definitely want to know if there's any congestion. Then you'll want to pick up speed and enter the highway at or slightly above the flow of traffic. A slow merge onto the freeway is a great way to become an obstacle and put yourself in danger. Once onto the freeway, the safest lane of travel is the HOV, carpool, or far left lane. There are many reasons motorcycles are allowed in these lanes at all times, regardless of passenger count. Safety is one of them. Now that we are into the far left lane, let's talk about lane positioning. The safest point in the lane is the far right side of the lane, closest to the line. This increases visibility, not only for you as the rider, but it also makes it easier for cars in front of you and beside you to see you as well. There are many riders that feel that the further they are from traffic, the safer they will be, and they choose to ride in the far left portion of the lane. Unfortunately, this causes you to be more difficult to see and will result in more cars merging into your lane, making you evade or causing an accident. While in this position to the far right, we can look freely in this area here to watch for congestion or obstacles that may be coming ahead. Also, if this car here decides to brake very hard for whatever reason, we are able to brake and split onto the white line here while coming to a stop, instead of coming to a stop here where we are more likely to be rear-ended. Now let's take a look at some general things you should be doing while riding. While passing by other vehicles, always watch their tires. As you can see, this truck is slightly drifting into our lane. This is easier to notice while looking at a vehicle's tires relative to the white lines versus trying to watch the vehicle itself. Don't overreact, but you can move slightly into the middle of the lane in response in case they commit to the lane change. Always check your mirror and indicate before making a merge into a new lane. Even though we just passed a vehicle in that lane, you never know what else may have now moved there. Occasionally glance at vehicles in the right lanes to make sure no one is indicating or making a wild merge from the right, crossing multiple lanes into your lane on the left. Always try to pay attention to your mirrors to look out for vehicles that may be moving faster than you. While we usually are pretty fast, we aren't always going to be the fastest vehicle traveling on the road, and you should never assume that you are the fastest and then blindly make a lane change or other maneuver. This is an example of where not to be. Vehicles will be merging from the right to enter the highway, and vehicles will be merging from the left to leave the highway. The middle part of the highway should only be used when necessary, and you should avoid traveling long distances in this high traffic area. Not all highways are straight. When approaching a curve, make sure you are ready and in proper body position prior to entering the curve. You should be focused here, looking deep into the curve, watching for any congestion or obstacles that may be present in the turn. A lot of riders focus on the lane stripe, shoulder, or car in front of them during a turn. This can cause you to be target fixated and crash. We naturally ride toward what we are looking at. When looking ahead into the end of the turn, we naturally ride there on our own. Our subconscious will pick up the lane and other cars around us to avoid naturally. Looks like our highway is turning into a parking lot. One of the most common causes for fatalities for motorcyclists is being rear-ended, either while stopped at a light or stopped in a traffic jam. Here we will look at a proper time and a proper example of filtering, also known as lane splitting. While filtering, you need to be actively watching both lanes of traffic nearest to you for any indication of a sudden lane change. Contrary to popular belief, it is actually really easy to avoid such a maneuver. You should only be moving about 5 to 10 miles per hour faster than the vehicles around you. If someone does initiate a lane change, it should be very easy for you to stop and let them through, or move around them. If you choose to move around them, move toward the lane they are leaving, not the lane they are entering, for obvious reasons. Now it's time to exit the highway. Keep an eye open for slight gaps in traffic for you to move into, and make sure to indicate. I like to turn my head about halfway from looking straight and looking right to give myself the highest field of view while merging. This allows me to keep looking forward in my peripheral vision while actively watching the lanes to the right of me during the merge. And those are my tips for riding safely on the highway. To some, the highway can be scary for the first time. Hopefully these tips give you more confidence in being safe on your next ride. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like and share the video to anyone you know who is new to riding or is thinking about buying their first motorcycle. I also do weekly motovlogs if you'd like to subscribe to my channel.
Let the beat drop.